jump into this, I wanted to give a quick update on parts coming in for the OBS. So for whatever reason, my spindle kit was coming from Tennessee to Alabama and was supposed to be delivered yesterday, and I looked at it this morning, and for some reason now it is in Texas saying unavailable to deliver, and it's not got, who knows when it's going to get delivered now. I got window tint in yesterday finally for actually all three of the trucks. Thanks to last fit, we're getting all new lights. It's going to make it just way more modern. So with all that being said, I have had coronavirus for about 2 weeks now. So I just figured I'd come on here, share with y'all my experience, update the people that have been asking, and just talk about it real quick. I don't want this to be a long video, so let's get straight into it. About 2 weeks ago, me and Lauren, I won't get into anybody else that has experienced this because I don't want to speak on them as far as like close to us, but we got this head cold, and that's what we thought it was. We just had head congestion, nasal kind of stuff, some pressure, little headache, but I don't really watch the news because the news is all depressing and whatnot, but I've always heard it was, you know, high fever, you have zero energy, bad dry cough, all this kind of crap. So we were honestly not too worried about it. We just thought it was going to be some kind of sinus infection, some kind of, I mean, it's that time of the year, it's getting cold, you know, it's about that time for somebody to get sick, right? So we weren't thinking too heavily about it until I think it was like 2 days after we were originally starting to get a little sick, and we were eating lunch, and Lauren's like, man, I can't taste my food. And me not thinking too deep into it because my nose is stopped up, I'm like, well, shoot, I can barely taste mine too because my nose is stopped up. I didn't say that, but that's what I'm thinking in my head, right? You know, when your nose, you get sinus cold or whatever, your nose gets stopped up, you really can't taste very well when your nose is stopped up. Well, the next day then I experienced what she was experiencing, so zero taste, zero smell, which has got to be the weirdest thing ever, because until you like drink a Coke and you can feel the bubbles, the carbonation, and literally taste nothing, that's a weird freaking experience. Smell and taste is, I guess, something you really take for granted until it's gone, and then you're like, life is different. The day that she lost her smell and taste, she went and got tested, and then the next day, 2 days later, it came back positive. Until the following day, where I don't know if it was just because when you don't have smell or taste, you don't really feel like eating or drinking anything, and so maybe that was the reason for this. But anyways, felt really sick, like I needed to throw up, but didn't have anything to throw up. You know, sometimes it's better to throw up, so kind of tried to make myself throw up, but didn't throw up. Ended up taking like a 30-minute long shower, went to sleep, woke up, that was gone. That's the only time I've experienced that, so that was weird. But other than that, it just head cold, congestion, no smell or taste, a little low on energy, but still able to do stuff. I mean, y'all saw I filmed some stuff. Obviously, I've not been around anyone, haven't done anything weird out in public, nothing like that. I've taken precautions, I've been safe, I haven't done it. I was off work for the longest time, and thankfully, I didn't have it bad. Lauren had the same symptoms as me, but she ended up catching pneumonia. You know, we went to the doctor, she got some medicine, she's doing much better. It was a hard couple days for her, for sure, with corona and pneumonia, which is kind of what you really don't want to get, stove up with pneumonia, and then it can get bad. So thankfully, as of yesterday, she is feeling much better, and she was able to get up and get out, you know, get some fresh air and whatnot. So thankfully, I didn't want to make this video until all of it was over so I could give y'all my experience, and I didn't want to be like, oh hey, I've got corona, everybody freak out about it, and then like hope I don't die or something like that. So nothing like that. Everything has been pretty good. They getting this ticket. I guess we've had a mild case of it. I don't know if, I know it affects everyone differently, especially depending on how old you are and your underlying conditions and stuff, but it's definitely been something that's not easily gotten rid of. It's really tried to just hold on to me for like 2 weeks now, which is pretty long for me. If I get sick, it's usually not for that long. And then somehow Knox didn't get sick. He has somehow not gotten it, even though literally being with us this entire time. That's my quick update for y'all. We're totally fine. Everything is good. I just wanted to come on here and kind of give y'all a heads up. If you think you might be sick, but you don't think it's with corona, there's a good chance it is corona, even though it's not the exact symptoms that they try to push to you. So if you get a head cold, you're feeling kind of down, especially if you lose your smell and taste, you definitely got it then. Maybe don't go see your parents. Maybe don't go see your grandma. You know, maybe go get checked out, because you don't want to give it to somebody that really have a hard time with it. The most annoying thing, obviously, was, well, two things. One, not being able to go out in public and whatnot, and then two, no smell or taste has really been rough. The thing I was worried about more was eating or drinking something that was gross and not knowing that it was gross. Not even the fact that I couldn't taste good food, it was that I didn't know if I was not tasting bad food that I was continuing to eat. That was the mental, like, ugh, I really didn't like to think about that. Like chocolate milk and stuff, and no, I ain't drinking no milk that I can't smell. We try our best not to get it, but you know, sometimes it just happens. Somebody can get it, give it to you. It's just part of it. This is a pandemic. So anyways, that's my update. Hopefully this doesn't wreck my channel or do something weird. I know these platforms, they don't like you talking about it for some reason, but anyways, that's the update. So hopefully new mods for the OBS coming real soon. I'll see you there.